Palestinians are paranoid. They're gonna be like, "Oh, how did he get this? And how did he do it?" It's some kind of I know it feels like some just magic trick. Like it feels that way, but it's not. It took a lot of time and patience and effort to set myself up to put something out that's for everybody. This is not just my show. This is for everybody.
Where I come from, olive theft is a huge problem.
Yeah, where's that?
Palestine?
Damn, that's a couple hours away.
No, not Palestine, Texas.
Israel, man. Israel.
Oh, it's Shalom. Yeah, it's a real branding issue.
It's a special show. It's a really special show. And I say that not because I made it and I put it together, but sincerely, we put so many years into this. I wrote the flashback in episode 7 almost 9 years ago. This is not something that just happened overnight. A lot of it is based off of my life, and it just gives you a little insight, a little peek into the window of what it's like to be an asylee and a refugee in America, while also like juggling your roots and your feeling of belonging and feeling equal to the person next to you.
Okay, now I have really quick questions, and they're very serious questions, actually.
Okay.
The first one being Maklube or Mansaf.
That is a tough one, bro. This might be controversial. I love both of them so much, like so much. I'm gonna say Maklube. Just because Mensef could like ruin your whole day. You know what I'm saying? Like you could be sleeping if you do like for real Mensef with Jamid, like with the real fat and everything, like bro, it's over, man. It's like I'm dead. It takes 24 hours of my life minimum, 24 to 48 hours of your life where you can't eat. Where Maklube, like you can just get down and you still feel good. You're full, you're stuffed and everything, but you have like the eggplant in there, you have some veggies in there, like, you know what I mean? Just mix it up. This is like fat on top of, right? Like it's a lot. You need to clear up your whole schedule is what I'm saying if you have Mensa.
Mokhaya or Bamia?
Ooh. I'm gonna go mlokhia, man. Done right, mlokhia, so refreshing and good. Like, yeah, you feel like you're eating something healthy. Man, Bamia is off the charts too. But I'm gonna say mlokhia.
Do you say kanafa or chanafa?
Kanafa.
And then khishna or na'ma?
Depends on what mood I'm in. If you want crunch and texture, or if you want na'ma. Probably na'ma. On a consistent basis, na'ma. I don't discriminate. Like sometimes I really love texture, right? I do like the nap a lot. When it's like fresh off of like, boom, it's right to your plate, from the fire to you. I'll do nap.
What's your hummus dipping technique? Is it more of like a scoop or like a grab?
Okay, first of all, I was very clear about this. I'm Muhammad in Texas special, so I don't even know why you're asking me this. This is very insulting. I already was very clear about it. I spent 5 to 6 minutes on it for the ending of my entire closing of an entire special. All right, there's only one technique. Right? What do you mean grab? Who the hell's grabbing? So get off and get out of my face. This is like, there's no fish adab, bro. Like, what is this grabbing thing? What are you? 4 fingers? What's happening? No, it's a 2-finger, 1-thumb technique, right? You roll it over, you make a cone, and you scoop towards yourself. That's it, bro. There's no other technique. Stop spreading this stuff out here, bro. You don't understand how personal this is to me.
The show highlights a lot of your struggle with refugee status, which includes difficulty with immigration lawyers and legality in the U.S. Can you tell us more about your upbringing as a Palestinian refugee in Texas?
Like the legality of it all, the immigration process and the system really had to have some insight of how disorganized it is, right? And to show that it's not easy. Like immigrants don't just come here and they become citizens overnight. And the system is set up for you to essentially do illegal things. Like there's no way to survive while paying taxes. Like that's crazy. The other part of it is like deceptive lawyers. They exist out there. There's people that say that they can represent you in the best way, but it really doesn't. And sometimes, unfortunately, it comes from your own community. I've had personal experience, and my mom, where we hired a person that was in our community that was not equipped to handle the case, but essentially stole the money. So that was really sad and disappointing. But this happens across the board, in the community or not. You just gotta be really careful about who you hire to essentially handle your life. It's a delicate thing. People need to be informed on both sides, and that's why we did that in the story. So regarding ICE and things like that, no, it wasn't like a daily fear for me, although it could have been if they were present. They could easily have picked me up and, God knows what could have happened. It would just created like a nuisance since I was technically documented. I'm not undocumented. This is like very important detail, is that I am in the system, the asylee process, just waiting for my asylum case. You're psychologically trained, like don't do anything wrong. You do one thing wrong and you get caught, it's over. Like this could be on your record and could affect your entire future. Something as simple as a ticket, anything like a high class misdemeanor or anything like that could potentially be something really bad for you. So I was always nervous, and it created this anxiety within me on a regular basis.
What does a free Palestine mean to you?
A free Palestine? A free Palestinian people. I want my people to have the freedom to travel. I want my aunts in the West Bank to be able to go pray Jummah prayers peacefully and go home peacefully. I want them to be able to go through their homeland where they were born and raised, and my ancestors have been there for hundreds and hundreds of years to have the same opportunity. So this is what I hope for, like true unity and compassion, understanding, and that's what I see as like a free Palestine. You know, in the end, it's about universality of understanding and humanity. You know, like they're gonna laugh with us, they're gonna cry with us, they're gonna feel all these emotions, and this is real shit. You know, this like everything that I said in the show or did in the show is all really grounded in a very deep reality for me. Like episode 3 is a very real thing, how I found out about my father. It's a consequence of war, and the people who end up getting screwed are the regular people, not those ones at the top or the ones that, you know, the casualties of war, right? And so it was really important to highlight that. But it's such an authentic, grounded show that I want people to truly like have some understanding of what it takes to become a citizen, what you go through. And when you become a citizen, you really like earned it. You earned the hell out of it, right? You earned it, you deserve it, you should be seen as an American, period. But it's also for anyone who struggles to make ends meet and take care of their family and be present, and all while losing themselves. It happens on a regular basis. And I hope that it creates some kind of insight in that, and self-medicating is part of the show. Like this is the, you know, where you suppress the emotional and the spiritual when you need to, the things you need to be focusing on, you don't, and you overwork yourself, and you superimpose all these things on yourself, and you get lost and you forget who you are. And that's very important to remind people of, and myself, right?